Today, we are going to go over how to apply for financial aid at Cathedral Preparatory School. We are going to start from the home page, and that is www.cathedralprep.com. From here, you're going to navigate to the menu, scroll down to admissions, expand the tuition and financial aid category, and click on tuition and assistance. From here, you're going to click on the fax logo, and it's going to prompt you to sign in or create a username and password if you are a new user. If you already have an account, you can merely click sign in. Otherwise, it's very easy to create a username and password. I'm not going to take us through that, but it will ask for your name and contact information. You will need to create the username and password in addition to a security PIN and security questions. So I will sign in now. I am signed in as Business Test. Once you are logged in, you will be taken to your home page, and on the right, you will find a box titled Fax, Grant, and Aid. Click Start Application to begin. It will usually ask you for what year you want to apply for, but I have already started this application, so I am going to click Continue Fax Application. The first question is, what schools are you applying for? Cathedral Preparatory School will already be populated if you've navigated from our website. If you have any other schools you would like to apply for financial aid for the school year, you can click Add School or Organization here, and you can do a simple search and it will bring it up for you. Otherwise, click Save and Continue. This section, number 2, is asking for your first name, middle name, last name. It's already pre-populated from my profile. But if you need to make any changes, you may. You also need to enter your address and your phone number, your email address, as well as your social security number, your date of birth, did not populate there. 01, 01. There we go. Click that. Select your marital status. Select your relationship to the students. Select mother as a parent. Employment status, I will select full-time. These questions are going to help generate the application so that it's more specific to you. The employer is Cathedral Preparatory School. My occupation is business. If you have any religious affiliations you'd like to click here, you can, and any place of worship you would like to select. If you have a co-applicant, for example, if you're married, this is already pre-populated. If you are not, you may click yes or no. You will want to make sure anybody that is certainly on your tax return as a co-filer is also on there. Typically, this is for married couples. Can click Save and Continue. At number 3 is co-applicant. Here, as a married filer on this sample, I will enter my partner, my legal partner's last name, first name, all of their information. Birthday, select it. Relationship, I'm going to select father for the co-applicant. Employment status, I'm going to click unemployed for this one. Religious affiliation as well, and save and continue. Here's where you'll enter the information on your student. You will select Joe, office, select their birthday, whether they're male or female, any religious affiliation, and the schools. And if you didn't add a school here prior to this, you can also add a school right now. I'm going to select the grade that they're going to be in for the year that I'm applying for and how much you think that you can pay each year. If you share tuition responsibility for this student with somebody who's not on the application, you can click here, yes or no. And you will select the county of the public school the student would go to if they were to attend public school in this year. So I will select Erie County, and then the public school they would go to if they were going to be attending public school. So we'll select Erie High School. And if you have any other students that are going to be coming to Cathedral Prep or other students in your household, you can add them here at this time. Save and continue to move on to the next section. This will ask questions about your student. Did they graduate from Cathedral Preparatory School or Mother Teresa Academy? This is helpful in applying any discounts that are associated with alumni. Grandpa, grandparent, graduation year, 1980. And then the next question is, does the applicant and or co-applicant claim this student on their tax return? If they are listed as a dependent on your tax return, you can select yes. If not, select no, and then you are going to need to fill in the name of the person who claims them as their dependent, their relationship, and any reason why this person claims the student and why they are not applying. Please enter any applicable information here. So go ahead and save and continue. This section is going to ask about your taxable income. How many adults are living in the household? We'll select 2. How many children are living in the household? We'll also select 2. Does it says business office, that would be me, but typically it will say your name here. Do you receive, this is the person applying, receive income reported on a W-2? I will select yes here. And does parent 2 receive income reported on a W-2? I previously selected unemployed, so I will select no. Do I file a U.S. federal income tax return? I will select yes, since I do. If not, you will select no. Then you're going to need to put your adjusted gross income on your most recent tax return. You'll usually find this on the front of your 1040 form, federal 1040, and you can put this in here. And then does parent 2 file a federal income tax return? You will file jointly or separately, or simply select no. If you're married, you will select either filing jointly or filing separately. And question on if you own any of the following: business, rental property, partnership, farm, S corp, or an estate and trust. Please select one of these if you have one. Another save and continue. At any time, you can exit the application and it will save and pick up right where you left off the next time you log in. This is going to go through our non-taxable income. Some options are if you receive alimony, child support, temporary assistance for needy families, welfare, supplemental nutrition assistance program, any tuition support from friends, relatives, or employers, workers' compensation, housing allowances, tax exempt interest, and any other non-taxable income that would be relevant. The next question asks if your household members receive non-taxable Social Security income, then you can please select it below. The people that are in your household will be listed here. Save and continue. Number 8 asks if there is any change of income. Do you anticipate a decrease in your annual income for 2025? If no, select no. If yes, please select yes. Yes, we'll ask for a number of different questions. What is your anticipated 2025 income? Maybe I had to switch jobs, or I did switch jobs and I'm, taking a pay cut, or any of the options that you could think of. And then what is your co-applicant's anticipated income? Here, it will let you select any number of reasons for the reduced income from what we're seeing on your tax return, and you can select it based on whether it's applicable to the applicant or the co-applicant. So I will unselect these and select no for now. The next question asks for your monthly expenses. Do you rent or own your primary residence? Select own. They want to know your monthly rent or mortgage payment. So I will just enter a number in here. Do you own a second home that is not your rental property? If so, please enter that here. And then they want to know the monthly mortgage payment on the second home and any monthly equity payments. I'm going to select no, but this is also asking if you have any monthly home equity loan payments on your primary residence. So I will select 0 since it is a required field as indicated by the red star. Next question is, do you or does anyone in your household own or lease a vehicle? If you own or lease a vehicle, you say yes. You can select the year that your vehicle is, the make or model, cheap, and what your monthly payment is on that car. You can also add any other vehicles that you have in your household right here. The next section goes through credit cards and other loans. It's asking for your credit card debt and how much you have due monthly on the credit card statements, and any student loan payments for family members no longer attending college. That can go here. I know many people still have student loans, so I will select the number here, 400. Do you have other monthly loan payments? If so, then you can select yes. What is the loan and what is the monthly payment? If not, move on. And if you have any monthly alimony payments, any child support payments, and any health insurance premiums that you pay each month. It also asks who pays your health insurance premiums. 3 options here: pay directly to the insurance company, or you go through the marketplace, either through pre-tax payroll. That's if your company has you on their insurance, and either if not, the last selection is your self-employed. So select one. And section number 10 asks about your annual expenses. And as a reminder, you must answer any field that is marked with a red star. Wants to know your annual vehicle insurance expense, not monthly, annual. So I will make up a number and put it in here. Any total out-of-pocket medical expenses that are not paid by the insurance, you can enter here. And any charitable contributions as well can go here. These are all annual expenses. If you have any college expenses, you can select that here. If you have no students, you can also select 0. Any child or daycare expenses in the fall, you can enter here, and then it asks for the amount. Same thing with college expenses. I am going to select 0. And if you have any elder care expenses that you are responsible for, you would also select how many people you pay for, and then the total amount expected to pay this year. I am going to save and continue. The next questions are about your assets and liabilities. This wants to know how much cash savings and or checking accounts, how much is in your cash savings and checking accounts. I will put an amount here. The value of any stocks, bonds, cryptocurrency, mutual funds, or certificates of deposit will go here. If you have a 529 plan, the value in that plan. And what is your expected contribution in 2025 to 529 plan accounts? Any retirement plan assets? Making numbers up here. And what is you and your spouse's annual contribution to retirement plan assets? What is the estimated value of your home? You can put that in here. And what is the amount that you owe for your home on your mortgage here? Save and continue. There are a few additional questions. Some are required, some are not. But use the space here to answer or to add any information or comments which you feel might be helpful in determining your family's qualification for tuition assistance. I would encourage you to write a note here so that those viewing your application can understand your situation a little bit better than it can be seen through the numbers. You must click this here that says, we understand that should any of the information included in this application or any supporting documents be untrue, the full amount of tuition assistance may be rescinded and full payment of tuition and fees will be due. The next set of questions is that you need to designate one parent as the primary tuition payment contact. So enter that person below. Parent office. What is the phone number? And what is the email address? There we go. And save and continue. We are almost done. Now the application gives you the opportunity to review all of the details to ensure that it has been captured correctly. Please take time to review this just to validate that you have entered everything correctly. These are all of the questions that we have gone through in our session today. You also have the opportunity at this section to select the box if you have a student who is not graduating or a student who is coming in new this next year, and you plan to apply for aid in the following year. You can select this to email you when applications begin for the following year. I will click Save and Continue. And here is where you will enter your payment method to pay for the application fee. This year, the application fee is $35. And in order to move forward and submit your application, you will need to enter your banking information here. If you would like to attach a bank account, you can. Otherwise, you can use your credit or debit card to make the payment. And it will ask you to add card. I do not have a card right now, but it will go through that. You will select add card, then you will have the option to submit. Once you've submitted your application, you will need to upload any associated tax forms. For most people, this will be your current year federal tax return. If you have not filed your current year taxes yet, you may upload last year's tax return along with this year's W-2s. Once submitted, Fax will review your application and email you if there are any missing or incomplete items. You will also receive an email from Fax once your application has been successfully processed. Thank you for your time today. Please feel free to contact the school if you have any further questions on how to apply for financial aid tuition assistance at Cathedral Preparatory School. Thank you.